Good afternoon, everyone. In the last class, we have studied about insertion and deletion of node at the start of the list and insertion and deletion of node at some last of the list. Here we will read insertion and deletion of node at some specific position. So let's see the concept that how we can insert the node in some specific position. Let's see some example. Initially, three cases may arise. When start is equals to null, then it is obvious that you can only store the element at first position because pause in that case will be 1 and start is equals to null. Second scenario, when the list has only one node. So when the list has only one node, then you can store the element at two position. First pause is equals to 1 and pause is equals to 2. If the list has more than one node, then you can store the element. Let's suppose you have three nodes. Either the pause is equals to 1, pause equals to 2, pause equals to 3, or pause equals to 4. If you will give pause equals to 2 here, this will be wrong. If you give pause equals to 3 here, this will be wrong. And if you give pause equals to 4 here, then this will be wrong. Sorry, 5 here, then this will be wrong. So whenever you have three cases, let's suppose you have three cases, and in three cases you can store the element at position number 3, here, here and here. So in these two cases there are similar mechanism for storing the element at position 1. So these two mechanism will come with the same, and this mechanism is same, because in this storing the element here you have to make this null at in the empty list, but here I have to store the element of PTR, and again the temp value will be assigned here. Similarly here I have to do when the temp values will be assigned. So two things I have to check. First is telling either the list is empty, either list is empty, or we have exhausted the list, or we have exhausted the list. The first case says. Second case says that still we can traverse the list, traverse the node. Because we can traverse the node, why? Because there are remaining node in the list. That is why we can traverse the next node. Okay. So in order to storing the element at position number 1, this two mechanism I have written. First one is when list is empty, and second one is otherwise. Similarly, in this case we can only store the element at pause equals to 1. So second thing is possible when pause is not equals to 1, pause is given arbitrarily, let's suppose n. Okay. So in this case we can n can be only 2. means we can store the node at only last. Okay. So in this case, for this scenario, when I am taking I equals to n, pos equals to I, in that case, two things I have done. We have to check whether there is a single node. If there is a single node in the list, then we can insert the node at the last only. So for this, when single node, insert at last only. And here, or this is also possible, here one more thing can be true, that let's suppose we are at we have three nodes and I want to store at position number 4, then also it will execute, because we are storing the last at node. When there is a single node and insert at last, or simply insert at last. Insert at last. In that case, this function will execute. And this is if we are storing the node in between the list. If all this condition is not true, in that case we can say suitable location not found. Suitable location not found. Now let's see what are the cases can be. So one more thing I have to tell you, that let's suppose you want to store the element at position number 3, then you can move your pointer till position number 2. That's why I have moved the pointer from 1 to pos minus 1. Okay. So take the first scenario. I'm making this empty. I'm rubbing this. Cut. Cut and cut. Okay. First case, when start is null, let's see what happens. I want the user gives two input here. Pos is equals to 1 or pos equals to 2 to n. When pos is equals to 1, so your for loop will run from I is equals to 1 to 0. So your for loop will not run. Will come here. Here what we see will come out of for loop, because return statement had been used here, and come out of for loop because condition is false. Not return statement, condition is false. So we'll come here and we check here position is equals to 1. Means I have already given that I want to store the element at position number 1. You can see the input here. So here if I is equals pos equals to 1, if PTR is equals to null, PTR when null, because list is empty, this condition is also true. Then these two statements, what these two statements will do, it will store the element at the first location. Okay. These two statements will allocate the element at first location. How? New node will be created. Let's suppose temp I have used as in the last section. New node will be created and this will be null. And the address of this node is stored in this. Okay. Now the second scenario, when the user gives pos equals to 2 to n. Let's suppose I am taking pos 2. The loop will run from I equals to 1 to n, means 1 to n minus 1, that is 1 to 1, and pos is 2. So what will happen? The condition is true, will come inside the for loop. Since ptr equals to null, this is empty, so will come out of loop. So is pos equals to 1? Pos is not 1. So condition is false, will come out of loop. If pos is equals to I, pos is also not I, because pos is 2 and I is 1. So this condition is also false. So will come this else portion, and this else portion will say suitable location not found. So from 2 to n, for all the values, it will give suitable location not found, which is giving our condition true. But my motive is fulfilled when start is null. The second scenario, when start has single variable, so I'm giving like this, single node. So pos, the value of pos can be 1, because we can insert the node at the front of the list or at the last of the list, and value of pos is equals to 2. Let's check me that recording is going on or not. Yes, recording is going on. Okay. So pos is equals to 1. So the loop will run from I is equals to 1 to 0. Condition is false. Now we will come inside this, because I pos equals to 1 already I have given here, pos equals to 1. So we'll come inside this for loop. Is ptr null? Ptr is not null, because ptr start already contain one node. So we'll come inside else. So else will check that temp ka next is equals to ptr. Let's suppose temp is the newly created node. So temp ka next, ptr is pointing the first node. So temp ka next is ptr. So it will start pointing this node. And finally what we are doing, pointer of head is equals to temp. So the address of temp will be stored here. So it will start pointing this node. So this is also true. Now for I is equals to pos equals to 2, my for loop will run from 1 to 1. So condition is true. If ptr null, condition false, ptr is not null. So what we will do, we'll come here. Now I have written here I is greater than equals to 2. Why I have written this, I will tell you later. Okay. The reason is that in the next case I will tell this reason. Let's suppose since I is equals to 1, I is not greater than equals to 2, condition false, ptr will not be increased. And the value of I will increase to 2. So we have to execute the loop only one time, because I is equal to 1 to 1, 2 will be false. Okay. So in this case, we'll come out of loop. We'll check if position is equals to 1, no, position not null, not 1. This if condition will not execute. The whole thing will not execute. Pos equals to I. Is pos equals to I condition true? Because pos is 2 and I is 2. So we'll check if temp ka next is equals to null. Oh, sorry, ptr ka next is equals to null. Ptr is pointing the first node. Ptr ka next is null here. You can see ptr ka next is null here. So we are trying to insert the node at the last. This condition is true when single node and inserting in last. So we'll do temp ka next. We are trying to insert at the last. Temp ka next will be null, and PTR का next will be temp. So this is PTR and PTR का next will be temp. So it will start pointing this node. So this condition is also true. Now in the third case, let's suppose we have two nodes. Now pause is equals to 1. I have given here pause is equals to 1. What it means? I want to store the element at the start of the list. So loop will not execute here because I will be from 1 to 0. So this is not an appropriate loop because this is loop in forward direction and this is not forward direction. So we'll check temp ka next is null. Temp ka next is, so we will come out of loop because loop is false, come out of loop. Now pause equals to 1, this ensures that I want to store the element at the front of the list. So we'll check if PTR is equals to null, no null, we'll store the element here. Storing the element will be allocate a node and temp ka next, this is the temp ka next is equals to PTR, so it will start pointing this node, and head is equals to temp, this will start pointing this node. So this is correct. For pause is equals to 2, I am trying to place the element in between somewhere. Okay. So for pause is equals to 2, what I am doing, my loop will run from I is equals to 1 to 1, only one time. PTR, no doubt PTR is pointing the first node. So we'll check if PTR is equals to null, PTR is not null, will come out of loop. We'll check if I is greater than equals to 2, no, so we'll come out of loop. Since next time the I will become 2 and the loop is false, will come out of loop when I becomes 2. So if case will not execute, will come inside the else case. Is pause is equals to I, pause and I both are equal. So we'll come inside else case because we are trying to store the element in between. So we'll check if this PTR is the last node, this is not the last node, so we'll come in else. So in else we'll store the element in between. So for storing in between element, temp ka next will store PTR ka next. This is PTR, this node is PTR, so this node will be PTR ka next. So temp ka next is equals to PTR ka next, and PTR ka next will store temp, so it will start pointing this node. So for I equals to 2, this is correct. For I is equals to 3, the loop will run from 1 to 2. So for I equals to 1, PTR is null. No, PTR is not null. You can check PTR is not null because there is a first node. If I is greater than equals to 2, no, I is not greater than equals to 2. So we'll come out of loop. Will not come out of loop because I will increase to 2. I will increase to 2. Now here the loop is true. So again we'll check if PTR is null, condition is false. If I is greater than equals to 2, so I is greater than equals to 2 here. This is okay. So here we will increase the pointer by 1. Because I want to store the element at position number 3, we have to move till pointer 2, node number 2. And this is already in the, when I equals to 1, initially the PTR is pointing the first node. And when I equals to 1, this already is pointing first node. So in I equals to 1, we need not to increase this. But when I equals to 2, I have to increase this and for onward. So this is for that case. Again, this is true. And PTR will be PTR ka next and I will become 3. So we have to execute the loop from I equals to 1 to 2. So it will be false, will come out of loop. So again we'll check is pause equals to 1 because we have to not store the element at the initial. So this if condition will not execute. If pause equals to I, here pause equals to I, condition is true. So what will happen here? So what will happen here? What will happen here? That here we'll check whether we want to store the element at the last or not. So we don't want to store the element at the last. We want to store element in between. So this will execute and this will store the element in between. Here. So this will make the connection and this will make the connection. Finally, let's suppose I want to store the element as pause number 4. So when pause equals to 4, what we have to do, let's see. When pause equals to 4, we'll execute the loop from I equals to 1 to 3. For I equals to 1, nothing will happen. For I is equals to 2, the pointer will come from the first node to the second node. And for I is equals to 3, the pointer will come from the second node to third node. So PTR will start pointing the last node. And for I equals to 4, when I will become 4, will come out of loop. So again we'll check the condition. So this if will not execute because I don't want to store the element at the front. This else will execute. This else will execute and it will check whether the node is the last node or not. This will check that node is the last node. So this in this case, this code segment will execute. So what will you do? We will start entering the node at the last. So in the last 10 ka next will become null and PTR ka next will become temp. So here 10 ka next will become null and PTR ka next will become temp. So in this way, this code snippet is correct. I will mail you this code snippet and this is storing the element at some specific position. So in the next lecture, I will complete the storing the element at the last. Thank you.